Hello everyone, Mr. Happy here, and welcome back to my Final Fantasy XIV Let's Play series. So it's been, I think, maybe a week and a half since I've done a video for this, and I apologize for that. There were a few reasons why there's been a delay, but the biggest one was that I was tired of my PlayStation 4 controller, without drivers that is, constantly disconnecting, and you know, you'd see me in every video going, oh, there goes my controller, oh, there it goes again. I got tired of doing that every video. I didn't want it to be a mainstay at level 50, so I went out and bought a Razer Sabertooth. If you want to check it out, you can check it out in the description of the video below. You should be able to find a link. It's a pretty cool controller. It is an Xbox controller, though, and I haven't used an Xbox controller in, I don't know, 3 years now, something like that. But it's really cool, especially if you play other games. It's got some extra functionality that I haven't really toyed with too much yet, but it does its job. I've been testing it. It hasn't disconnected on me once, and that is a very good thing. The other reason, of course, being that like Bloodborne and Final Fantasy XV demo came out, and I spent a lot of time in both of those places. So, but we're back, and we need to get caught up on things. It's been a few weeks. Patch 2.55 is out, so we really need to get a move on with the main story here. So the next thing we are going to be doing is Castrum Meridianum. This is the next main story dungeon that you're going to do after Cape Westwind. It's an 8-man dungeon, and it's pretty cool. It's got a lot of cutscenes if you're a first-timer. A lot of the times, your groups won't really care if you want to watch the cutscenes. Even if you sit there and watch them, they'll sometimes vote abandon, or they'll sometimes vote kick you for watching them. Sometimes they'll not care and they'll just run through all the bosses while you watch the cutscenes. It really depends. And some groups will let you watch the cutscenes and wait for you, but that's very, very rare. It's worth a lot of tomestones of soldiery, by the way, which you really, really want at level 50. So by default, it's only worth 20 tomestones, but if you have a first-time bonus, this is going to be a first-time bonus for my character. It's an extra 100 Allegan tomestones of soldiery. So you're going to need a lot of those at level 50 in order to get your weapons, to get your gear. So this is an excellent, excellent place to start collecting them. If you haven't already at level 50, do your low-level roulettes every day, especially if you're a healer or a tank where the queues are really short. Those are worth an extra 100 a day. After you beat Castrum and the dungeon that follows it, the Praetorium, you also unlock the main scenario roulette, which is another 100 per day. And using this, you can get a lot of soldiery gear in a very, very short period of time. You can get your base relic weapon up to item level 90, which is a really good starting place for a weapon. You can get a full set of item level 100 gear very, very quickly, just utilizing these few tools. Even if you only have a couple of hours a day to play, you do one main scenario roulette, that's 100 plus the 20 for the dungeon, plus the potential extra 100 for a first time bonus. You do your low level roulette, and bam, you got like 320 tomestones while you're trying to progress with the main story. You're also getting first time bonuses for all the other dungeons that you're doing as you gear up. It makes the gearing process much, much simpler if you just make use of these first time bonuses and just do your best to farm out gear using those avenues. Now, I'm going to talk more about this kind of stuff after I've beaten Castrum, after I've beaten the Praetorium, because that's when we have to continue on with the main story. We have to worry about hard mode primals, extreme mode primals. You don't even have to really worry about extreme mode primals. Your main focus as of this video, because this video is coming out after patch 2.55, we got about 3 months until the expansion comes out. Your primary goal should be to finish the story for patch 2.55 in preparation for the expansion, because if you do not finish the story for patch 2.55, you cannot enter Ishgard, which is the main hub of the next expansion. So while it's not, I guess, mandatory that you do it, if you don't do it, you're gonna be pretty far behind. So anyway, we're still waiting on this queue. It says less than 5 minutes. I'm gonna give my voice a rest. As you can hear, it's a little bit raspy this morning, or a little bit off kilter, I guess. I've been doing a lot of talking for the last 24 hours. So, yeah, I'm going to rest my voice for a minute or two, and when I get my queue, I'll be back. I'll see you then. All right, here is my queue. I'm going to use the mouse real quick to commence. So, we are on our way. So, you're going to see most groups do this dungeon very, very fast. As a white mage, yeah, I do have the responsibility of keeping people alive. Since I'm very undergeared, it kind of depends on the other healer. If I get another really well-geared healer, what I should probably do is make sure I keep as many people alive as possible while they just do full-time DPS. Now, if we have 2 new-time healers, I probably still have to do the same. But at this point, I've kind of done it. Or that can happen. That's all right. Well, hopefully we get the requeue pretty quick. Never mind. Well, I guess the point I'm still trying to make is that healers mostly just DPS in this place. You know, everybody just tries to full out DPS, ignore everything, AoE down all the ads, and that's it. You win. That's all you got to do. So that's what I am going to attempt to do. But you know what's really weird about this Xbox controller? I always have controller woes. I said I haven't used one in 3 years. After using a PlayStation 4 controller for this entire series, no thank you on the free on the free company invite. I don't like random invites. I don't like it. I don't like... if you're going to do the random invite, at least approach the person first. Like, hey, you look like a new person. And, yeah. You look like you could use a free company. Not just, hey, that guy has no free company. Let me just give him a home. That never happens. Nobody ever gives you a home without expecting something back. But, yeah. It's pretty much just a Zerg fest. There's strategies that you'll see that I'll explain, hopefully, in the speedrunning of this dungeon. So I'm going to take another quick little break until that last DPS fills the slot. I'll see you guys probably in about 30 seconds. Hey, I was about right. It only took another 30 seconds. All right, commence. Are we going to get in this time, guys? Or is this going to quickly turn into the Duty Finder woes party? Healer and other 2 DPS. Stop playing triple triad. Come on. Stop it. Stop playing triple triad. 1 DPS and 1 healer. Stop playing triple triad. Stop playing it for 30 seconds. Just throw the game. Hopefully you're not playing in a sudden death game and you accidentally draw. That would be not good. Come on. This is not looking hopeful, is it? Please. Please. Oh, healer, please. Please finish playing triple triad. Rowena can wait. But the Duty Finder... We need... Wait. What the... Alright. That was weird. Did you guys see that? It like... Oh, well, alright. We're right back in then. I don't even... I guess the healer just said no. Never mind. Okay, we're in. Yay. Yay. We did it. World first. Anyway. This is going to be Castrum Meridianum. I'm going to be skipping all the cutscenes because... Yeah. I've already explained to you what happens to people who don't skip cutscenes in here. It's very, very common. Alright, so we got a scholar, so... Gotta remember where everything is. Alright, we have a lot of first-timers. This is going to be nothing like what I just described to you before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, probably 5 first-timers. I'm guessing we have 5 first-timers. Like, a lot of first-timers. Especially the tanks. I don't think I'm going to be able to stop and DPS this because there's going to be a lot of extra damage going around. This is going to be interesting. This is going to be very, very... I haven't had this many new people in a Castrum run in a very, very long time. So this is now going to be a very, very long video. This run is... This is not a short dungeon. If you do not speedrun it, this is not a short dungeon. It looks like people are slightly... You know what? It's probably not as many first-timers as it looks, now that I think about it. Because what's probably going on... There's probably a lot of people spirit bonding here. You've heard me mention spirit bonding before. It's actually very common for people to do this dungeon or Praetorium with spirit bond gear on. So you just saw we had triggered a cutscene right there. There were searchlights there and there. Your first goal should be to turn those off. And that's what we did. You now see me also spamming Holy. While I let the super geared scholar kind of do their thing. See, here's the thing. This is... I think we'll be okay. We have a lot of first-timers in here. It's mostly the tanks being first-timers that make the bosses a little bit harder. Because normally you just skip everything. Like, you can skip this by... You can just walk to the side. See this? You can just walk to the side and completely avoid it all. Which is probably what we're going to do. We're probably just going to end up fighting everything. But normally you can just walk to the side of this stuff. I don't really mind stopping and fighting everything. I kind of want to pull this all the way down to the end. But, I mean, we have first-timers. It's not going to be one of those runs, especially when it's the tanks that are first-timers. A lot of the speed runs heavily rely on them pulling massive groups of enemies or everyone avoiding packs of enemies. So, yeah, again, you could just walk right past all this stuff if you really wanted to. Like, look at this. You do not have to fight any of that stuff. We're going to, but you don't have to. What we should do is pull them all the way down, because our tanks aren't really taking much damage. So I'm not really too worried yet. Our Scholar's Fairy is really taking care of all the healing, and I'm just holy spamming. Welcome to Castrum Meridianum. See, now he's asking, are we trying to avoid enemies? And I guess you can, but you don't have to. With all these first-timers, it's not expected that you'll avoid all. That's a big thing. You can avoid all these enemies. Yeah, see? The one thing is that now we're split. Now we have one group that's fighting one up here. We have one group that's fighting it back there. This is true Duty Finder fashion. This is true first-timer Duty Finder action. You're seeing an exclusive right here. I haven't seen this since, like, 2.0 with this dungeon going this way. And it's kind of cool to see it going this way. Although I'm sure there are some people watching who have already seen this, like, oh, no. What are they doing? What are they doing? And I'm just like, yo, I don't mind. I don't remember where any of my buttons are, though. Or at least not with the control. The hardest thing is where the D-pad is on this controller. Having to get used to where the D-pad is on an Xbox controller versus where the D-pad is on the PlayStation. They're literally in opposite spots. Because the analog stick is where my finger would normally be, and then I have to take it off the analog stick. But it is a little bit more convenient, if you ask me, the Xbox controller for the sake. So it should still turn out really, really well. So yeah, so we have, it seems like everybody's skipping the cutscenes except one guy, and there's nothing wrong with this guy watching the cutscenes. I like that he immediately runs to the front of the pack, though. I'm being waved at. I like being waved at. Oops. Yeah. This is going to be... one thing I'm worried about is the tank not holding aggro here, because we do have... actually, no. He should be fine. I take that back. When the ad starts spawning, that's when I'm really going to go out of my way to... Alright, so... I know this has nothing to do with the dungeon, but... Okay, that might work out then. Doton on... If that was done intentionally, Doton on single target, guys, don't do it. If you're a ninja... Don't Doton on it. See, but now it's worth it. I don't know if he did that on purpose, because of when he first did it, that's not what the case was. But yeah, now it's worth it. Now Doton is in a very good place because there's a bunch of ads under the boss. But other than that, don't Doton single targets. Please. I have to say it so many times. Every time I have a chance, I have to tell people, guys, unless it's to save yourself. Like, if you made a huge mistake and you're like, well, I either do nothing or I drop a Doton. Sure, Doton. But if you're doing it intentionally thinking that it's better than your other options, don't do that. I'm playing White Mage and talk about ninja tips. I like to kind of, that's the thing, I like playing ranged for the sole purpose of, I guess, watching everybody else to sort of analyze their, you know, what they do right and what they do wrong. I know it seems kind of rude to do that. It's just I like to be able to teach by observing everybody. So if I can point out something that somebody's doing exceptionally right, or something that someone's doing that's incorrect, I like to do it because I don't want to have to wait to play that class on this video series in order to sort of convey those points. So now we're in the second part. You saw we had to go in the disposal chute. Yes, that was the first boss. And no, there isn't any loot in this dungeon, believe it or not. I should probably, yeah. I gotta turn off the setting that makes the hotbars automatically change. Because I have it set up. I guess it's by default set up that way because I haven't changed it. But when you see that sometimes when I change, like I go to cast Swift Cast and Stone Skin 2, and it changes back to the other hotbar. I have a setting on for that, so that's my fault. Honestly, you see the Scholar pulling. Scholar could honestly tank all of this. With 6k HP, could easily do it. So after we went down the disposal chute after the first boss, you come to this long kind of hallway before the second boss. Those enemies up there you can completely avoid. These enemies right here that we're killing, you have to kill them in order to get to the searchlight terminal. Most speedrun groups will just pull all this stuff together, like from here all the way down to the end. They will pull it all together. And you also need to fight these Magitech Vanguards. They drop an item that you need to use. You want to do your best to avoid these spotlights. It doesn't really matter because, you know, you're seeing how easily we're killing all the enemies. So It doesn't matter really that much, but it does help if you can avoid the spotlights, because the spotlights cause additional ads to spawn on you. So basically, the Scholar's Fairy is healing everything. So yeah, you see we have Incendiary 37. We need that for that section over there. So that's where the next boss is. You can see the boss floor kind of from here. But we need to go over there where all those pipes are first. And the only reason we have to do that is because we have to use these incendiaries to blow up the cerulean pumps. You can see it on the right-hand side in my duty finder list. Destroy the cerulean pump, 0 out of 2. Yeah, that's what we have to do. Just keep in mind that all these treasure coffers, they just give potions. There's no gear in this place at all. This is strictly a story-related dungeon. So that's why if you farm it, it's for tombstones with the first time bonuses, not for, you know, gear itself, because this place doesn't drop any. All right, let's get the holies out of the way. This is the second incendiary that we need, as you can see via the duty finder. So basically, you're kind of seeing like a dulled down version of how this fight actually usually goes. Usually, kind of weird to say. Like this, like the way we're just AoEing everything down. This is how the fight, the instance normally goes. It's just that, where is Medica 2? There it is. It's just that normally, there's a lot more enemies. That's all I'm trying to say. It's so weird. I was trying to use regen, but I just couldn't process the way to use the Xbox controller. This is going to take some getting used to, guys. You're probably going to have to bear with me for a few parts with slow reactions with using my abilities. Just because I'm not used to the way my thumb has to move. It's such a lame excuse. It really is. But I mean, when you condition yourself to play a certain way for so long, and then you abruptly change that, and I have no practice with this. I literally just plugged it in and started recording this. All I did was look at the manual, plug it in, and immediately start recording. I did not do any sort of, like, testing of it or make sure that I knew how to, like, actually use it. So as you can see, we have unstable panelings. That's where you have to use the incendiaries. Now, interesting thing, you saw the ninja sneak past and like he was invisible and he went over to the unstable panelings. You can actually just have a ninja sneak past all these enemies and do both of them, and then they should be good to go. You don't even need to like actually stop and kill these enemies if you have a ninja. But man, I am all over the place. Where are my buttons? Where are my buttons? Alright. I think we're good. I also have cleric stance on. Good job, me. See, this is going to be a disaster. I'm mostly just getting carried through this dungeon because I'm not used to this Xbox. I'm going to have to like do a bunch of dungeons or something with this controller just to get used to it. Or just literally stand in one place and practice pressing the buttons. I'm not even kidding. I have to run myself through my own tutorial of how to change from getting used to a PlayStation 4 controller to getting used to an Xbox 360 controller. Or is this a 360? Yeah, this is a 360 controller. I don't even know what the Xbox One controller is like, if it's even any different. The X-Bone. I don't know nothing about the X-Bone. Alright. It's holy these. Now, this boss, I see, there's usually a lot more deaths on. I'm probably going to pay a little bit more attention to healing on this next fight. It's probably not too big of a deal, but I want to make sure we try not to wipe. That's the ultimate thing. I just want to try and prevent us from wiping. You've been discovered by a high-speed Imperial assault craft. And now they're coming for us. This is what happens if the spotlights... As you can see, look at how weak these enemies are. Like, come on. Come on now. This is how weak these enemies are. And that's all the spotlights did. Like, it's nothing. It is nothing. I'm going to quickly Stone Skin 2 before we pull this. There's a lot of damage that goes around in this fight. So, Stone Skin 2 is it's pretty good here. See? See what I was just talking about? See how it was different? Or see how it changed back? But now it doesn't do it, which is the even more annoying part. Somebody just asked, is this the next video you're putting up? I guess I should tell them. Yeah. Yeah, it is. And now everyone's like, huh? Video? What are you talking about? I don't want to see. I purposely don't say hello in groups for that reason. Because I don't want to draw any attention more than people potentially seeing my name. That is all the attention I ever want to see drawn to my characters. Like, oh, maybe people see the name and they're like, oh, hey, it's him. I don't want any extra attention like that. Especially in dungeons like this where I'm trying to record. Oh, it's so funny. Alright, so In this dungeon, you have two choices. You can either AoE down all the ads, which is actually not what you want to do, so I don't know why I'm doing it. You actually just kind of want to Zerg down the boss. Or, well, yeah, that's kind of what you just want to do. That's really all you want to do here. But, I decided to take the extra path. Sorry. I'm literally staring at my controller like, put your hand there. Put your hand there. Start using it correctly. Oh, God. Oh, God. I've got quite a bit of aggro, guys. Quite a bit of aggro. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. We're good. We're good. See? I off-tanked that stuff. I got a little bit more used to it there, the controller. But, yeah, that's another fight. It's just a bunch of ads. That's all it is. Most of the fights in this entire place are like that. There's one boss that's a little bit different from that, but not very different. So after you do that, you're going to want to follow Sid here. There's a whole... This is where we fought the first boss. This area where we are right now, this is where we fought the first boss. So healer happy. Now they're asking me questions. You do videos? You have a YouTube channel? That is the exact question. I do indeed. I don't want to advertise it. I do indeed. Oh, I don't like... guys, I don't like it when this stuff happens. I don't like the extra advertising and whatnot. Well, I just got a new sub. Thanks for watching, man. Mr. Happy 1... Oh, well, technically my YouTube channel is Xehanort1227, but Mr. Happy 1227 is my actual internet handle. RIP YouTube. I put RIP RooTube. RIP YouTube not letting me change my original channel name. Well, I guess on Google Plus you can still find me as Mr. Happy 1227, so it's okay. So at this part right here, you'll see that there's a bunch of enemies. You're not Mr. Happy. Yes, so he knows who I am. He just doesn't know. Oh man, when this guy eventually realizes, I'm not gonna say the name. This guy eventually realizes he's in the... Wait, what? Oh, we just lost the other healer. Now I gotta pay attention. I don't want to pay attention. He'll be back. That guy does not want to give up a free 100 tombstones. Trust me. So what you want to do here is you want to go to these cannons in the back, and you want to use these to kill the boss. So see these cannons right back here? These are what you want. Well, not even the boss. You want to use these to kill all of the ads. Oh my god, this guy's getting wrecked. Oh. Yeah. Too many ads on the cannons. So, yeah. Whoever had aggro on the cannons was, yeah. It's not good. You want to use these cannons. You can actually get on them and use them to deal damage. That's why all these enemies are dying so quickly. You can actually use them to attack enemies. So as you can see right here, see how it, like, allows me to capture an ability and I can do that? Yeah, you're able to do that. Also, you saw my pet hotbar pop in the middle. Oh, you saw my pet hotbar pop in the middle of the screen. Well, the other healer is back, so maybe now I can go back to DPSing. Alright, so we pull this Magitech Colossus all the way back. All the way back right here, so it's in range of those cannons. Yeah, you see how much damage the cannons are doing to it? See when it takes giant chunks of health? Yeah, like that. He also does that. If you don't stun lock him, he will go and shoot the cannons. Use shield bash before they do the AoE to the cannons. Yeah, that was being talked about in the party chat. But yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. But the cannons also aren't supposed to be like almost dead by the time you get to this point. That was just because we have a lot of new people. So normally you want all four of these cannons to survive that ad pull and then that Colossus, because later on you want to use them to kill even more ads. But now that they're all dead, we're just going to have to do it the old-fashioned way. However, this pull right here is probably not going to go in any way the way it should go. So normally what you'll do here, and it seems like the Scholar is taking it upon them to make sure the pull goes the correct way. So as you can see, I went quiet there for a second. We're pulling them all the way over here. There's more enemies on these cannons. So they're going to do the same thing here. Oh, we need to pull. Nope, that didn't work. All right, I'm just going to focus on healing people. We need people on the cannons Did I just get lustrated? Did I take any damage? Uh-oh. Ninja. Ninja, live. I will save you. I'm just trying to stay right here so that they can all be hit. But that's what you want to do here. It's a little bit rough. It's a little bit rough if you don't have super geared tanks or people aren't really used to doing this kind of run. But yeah, as long as everyone's using the cannons, we'll be fine. Those actually might be out of range of the cannons. I think there's a good chance. Yeah, they need to get a little bit closer. Little bit closer. Little bit closer. I mean, they're almost dead anyway. We should be fine. What about the front two cannons? Yeah, just use the front two cannons, and they can hit it. And bam, that's how you would... That was a little bit sloppy, but that's how you do that pull. You just pull everything after that Colossus all the way here, and then just AoE it down with the cannons. Really, really simple. Now, this next boss is a little bit different. It's still pretty much just kill the boss and whatever. There's a bunch of ads. But this boss he gets like a damage immunity for a short time. So... during that time, I guess you could kill the ads. Most people just tank the ads and ignore them. Pretty much like you've seen in all the other versions of the fight so far. All the other fights so far. It's really, really simple stuff. So the whole point of this fight is Sid is going to destroy this tower with the Magitech. Although, he doesn't actually destroy it until you kill the boss. So, we have to kill Magitech Claws in order to weaken the boss. These things, these Magitech Death Claws. So we're going to kill these real quick. Well, I say real quick, but I'm not holying. So now it's a little bit quicker. All right, we're good. You might be able to hear my controller clicking. That's the Xbox controller. That is indeed the Xbox controller that's doing that. All right, I am going to very quickly. Never mind. Oh no, I got it. We weren't in combat yet. We got it. So this is the actual boss, Magitech Colossus Rubricatus. So he's nothing special. There's not really too much to talk about the individual bosses because they really are just all kill the boss as quick as possible. Don't die to the ads. Kill the Magitech Claws when they spawn and you're good to go. So now you'll see see these Magitech Claws that are untargetable. Watch what Sid does. Sid blows them up while the ads come and join us. That's pretty much all there is to the fight. And until those claws are dead, the boss takes reduced damage. Also, glad I dodged that, because that hurts. Alright. I'm still trying to focus so hard on not messing up my controller usage. I'm just going around regenning everybody. Here, I'll throw a Medica 2 up so I tank the ads as well. Normally, you don't want to just spam Medica 2 in a fight where there's a bunch of ads, because as you can see, all the ads are coming to me. Hey, all I'm doing is I'm just grouping them up, man. That's what I'm that's what I'm doing. I'm grouping them up for the AoE. I'm the off tank, guys. Can't you appreciate me as the off tank? I'm trying, guys. I'm trying so hard to be the off tank. Now that they're over here though, they're getting picked up by the tank. So it's okay. This fight is taking a little bit longer than it usually does, but again, a lot of first timers, so that's not really a big deal. You get those Medica 2s up again. I'm just doing the Medica 2, so there's literally, like, no concern in terms of healing. Like, I don't have to do anything. Alright, and again, 3 last claws. See, that's the thing about these claws. It's just a waiting game. Also, yep. That embrace, though. That embrace, though. It's alright, guys. I'm the tank. I can do this. I'm the best tank. The best tank of all time. That's usually what can make this fight chaotic, is having 2 first-timer tanks usually makes picking up the ads a little bit more interesting. But it's not particularly hard. You know, as you can see, I can just heal myself through most of the stuff. I'm not even going to use Shroud of Saints because it's going to be, the fight's going to be over soon. Well, hopefully soon. Oh, I said that and all of a sudden his HP stopped going down, so maybe not as soon as I had hoped. He doesn't have the, yeah, no, we're good, we're good. We're good. I'll leave everything in the hands of the fairy from now on and just go full DPS. All right. Come on. We got this. We got this, baby. We're almost on the last boss, guys, just so you know. We're very close to the last boss of the dungeon. And we're good. Skip that cutscene. Get the identification key. And move on. Okay, so right here, is the part where you would normally want to use those cannons to kill everything. But I think instead we're probably just going to have to tank them where they stand. Yeah, those group of enemies, you want to usually bring them all the way down to the cannons. We can actually bring them back to these cannons if we want to, but it's a little bit, it's debatable if that's effective. It kills them quick, but we have to go out of our way and drag them backwards. Normally, the benefit to dragging them down to the old set of cannons is you bring them forward. Next part is cannons. Oh, so they are planning on using these cannons. Okay. I have a feeling the person's about to say so. Mr. Happy. Mr. Happy 1227. There we go. They don't believe it's me. It's in quotation marks. They don't believe it's me, guys. I'll send them the video link when we're done. I'll send them the video link when we're done. Oh, man. My Let's Play series for new players. He doesn't believe it's me. That's so funny that he doesn't believe it's me. Because my name's Healer Happy and not... I mean, my name is Healer Happy. I mean, the word happy's in it. It's benefit, right? Alright, well, come on. Well, nobody wants to pull them. Everyone just went to the cannons, and nobody wants to pull the ads. I don't have a lot of gear. I don't want to be the one to do it. He's like, I watch Mr. Happy all the time. Alright. Is that why he doesn't believe? Alright, I'm just, whatever. I'm just pulling them. Everybody's over here on the cannons and nobody's doing anything. Oh, man. There we go. I'm the greatest tank of all time. There we go. All right. I saved us, everybody. I'm the greatest. Oh, don't worry. Thank you. Now, okay, I think he believes it's me. I think he believes it's me now. There's a slight possibility he believes it's me. Maybe. Okay, yeah. You have a YouTube channel. That was so funny. You have a YouTube channel. What is it? It's Mr. Happy 1227. You're not Mr. Happy. It's just so funny. Oh, God. Taking damage. I was not prepared for that kind of damage. Everyone will see your mad deeps. Do mad deeps. Do mad deeps, my friend. There's no way we do this the way. All right. Don't pull any of the stuff in the middle of the room. Don't. I have to make note of that. Yeah, I'm just reminding that we lost the set of cannons that's immediately back there. So it may not be faster to bring them back to the cannons. It may or may not. It's honestly, we're probably better off just doing this and not even bringing them back to the cannons. Like, in all honesty, what the way the Scholar's pulling is probably the best way. Hey, they were watching State of the Realm. See, he's still. Never mind. I still don't think he believes it's me because he wasn't saying. I don't think he believes it's me. Oh, man. He's asking me lots of questions, guys. And we're in the middle of a recording. I'm getting asked so many questions. Oh, my goodness. He's asking me if 1 mil isn't that much gil, and I hate to have to tell him no, it's not a lot of gil. Unfortunately, no. Unfortunately, no, it's not a lot of Gil. Frowny face. What's the point of me even covering my chat? I guess you don't know which one of them is the one talking to me about this stuff. Because I haven't given you a name. I guess that's like the one benefit. Why did I run all the way back here when it's all going to be dead? I'm an idiot. I should have just stayed up there. Well, at least I got to show you them killing all the enemies. And it's... What? I don't understand what he just said. There's multiple pronunciations. There we go. I'm getting lectured on pronunciations of Bahamut. This is barely even a Let's Play video anymore. Oh my god, I'm trying to record a video. Stop asking me so many questions. So many questions. Is getting a house worth it? If you want one. If you want one and can afford one. I'm getting asked, guys, this has officially become the Mr. Happy tutorial. The Mr. Happy Q&A. This is replacing Mr. Happy Mondays, guys. This video right here, it's replacing Mr. Happy Mondays. It's got to be done. Holy sh... He got annihilated. There's no way. There was no way I was saving him. Where's my raise on my bar? Am I crazy? Where did... It's... Wait. What? Where's my... I'm bugging, dude. My brace is on my... I see it on my... Why is it there? And what? Why did I do that? Okay. Alright. It's apparently here for some reason. I don't know why it's not on my bar anywhere, but whatever. Right here. Just... Okay. Alright, I'm bugging out right now. Oh, we're actually bringing these back? I'm not following them all the way back. You guys still pulling? Happy. What do you mean happy? What did I do? Black Knight? What about Black Knight? Astrologian? You mean Dark Knight? He won't stop talking. He's asking me so many questions. This is pretty funny, actually, for the sake of the video. I hope... I'm just gonna say... I hope... You know what? I'm just gonna answer the question. Dark. Oh my goodness. This is so funny. It's gonna be funny when he eventually watches this video and he hears what's going on, like, behind the scenes. Like... I'm like trying to record the video and I'm just laughing. I haven't spoken about this dungeon in ages. Okay, so let me backtrack. Scholar did the pulls. We hit 2 searchlights up there. You need to do that in order to unlock those cannons. Once you unlock the cannons, you blow up the airship in the sky while you saw us fighting those Magitech things. And then you move on to the last boss. This is the last boss, sort of. This is Livius Sas Hunius. This is phase 1 of the fight. So... There's 2 ways to go about this fight. So you see these Magitech missiles right here on both sides. When you press the Magitech missiles, it causes the claw that you see right there to... It arms this cannon with 1 shot. When you fire that 1 shot, it does damage to Livius. Now, whoever hits her first takes aggro from her. So when you take aggro from her, you want to stand in the middle of the room. And, yeah, you just have to hit her with these cannon blasts over and over and over and over again. That's all you got to do. Now, most speedrun strategies will actually have 2 people arm all 4 cannons, because you can, in fact, arm all 4 cannons with the claws, and then fire all at once, and then kill all the adds, and then do it again. as opposed to just, oh, arm it, kill it, arm it, kill it, arm it, kill it. So you do that in order to avoid the adds going and killing the claws. As you can see, you don't have to do anything. There's like no damage in this fight. The enemies that spawn and Livia herself can actually kill these claws, and then you can't arm the missiles for a short period of time. So it kind of slows down the fight a little bit, but the fight's super, super easy. For me, as a healer, you almost have nothing to do this fight. I haven't touched a spell this fight. Like the fairy, I don't even think the fairies had to cast a spell this fight. Oh, he's already on the cannon. But I want to do stuff. I guess I might as well just AoE down the adds, right? Okay, nope, don't even need to do that. And by the way, the reason you don't attack her, look how much damage she takes. She takes, like, no damage from attacks. Stone 2 hits her for 3. Yeah, that's why you have to use the cannons in order to kill her. So I'm just gonna, whatever. Eos takes aggro, I holy him down, we good to go. Honestly, I don't even have to do this. Eos could probably just take the whole thing and never die and be perfectly okay. But I'm just bored and I want something to do. So holy spam it is. I think we need one more cannon shot and we should be fine. That'll start the second phase of the fight. Yep, okay. We got it. It's super simple. You don't even really need to know what you're doing in that fight for it to go smoothly. This fight's a little bit different. You do actually have to fight her. So this fight is just generally against her. And she does a bunch of AoEs, she summons a bunch of adds, and good luck. She has a move where she marks a single person to get aggroed by all the adds. It doesn't matter. Like, ultimately, I'm just telling you, your runs are most likely, you're not going to have to worry about any of this stuff. I'm still talking with the guy, guys. Oh, I almost knocked my coffee over. You guys heard that? Well, actually, I almost knocked my thermos over, which wouldn't have been nearly as bad as me knocking my coffee over. But I would prefer if it didn't happen. All the same. Why are you looking so angry, man? Stop being frustrated with me. Stop questioning me. Don't stagger before me. Well, now you know who it was. Don't grovel. That's the one thing I don't like the most, is being groveled in front of. It's like, come on, guys. I'm not like some sort of overseer lord that needs you to bow at my feet. I don't like it. Oh, man. Guys, like I said, Mondays with Mr. Happy is being replaced with this video. He's actually asked me a lot of questions I've answered on Mondays with Mr. Happy, so it's almost convenient that, like, I've answered a lot of these questions before because I already have the answers pre-stored into my head. Alright. Honestly, I sincerely doubt I'm going to need to heal this fight. So, I'm just going to get ready to holy soon. That's all I need to do. If adds target you, run to the boss. Yep. That's all you need to do. Nice and simple. Where is... There it is. Gotta get that. Oh, yeah. Boss has a knockback attack, by the way. So, that happens. What you just saw happen. That, you know what I haven't been using this whole time? Fluid Aura. I haven't been using Fluid Aura at all. Honestly, these bosses are so weak, I wouldn't be surprised if Fluid Aura worked on them. It doesn't, but I wouldn't be surprised if it did. And bam, best healer ever, guys. Full-time DPS, best healer ever. You best believe it. So yeah, that guy, he was marked. So he is going to have aggro for the entire fight. Also, Shroud of Saints, great ability, the one that I've been telling you to use for so many parts. You should use it. Because I've been saying to use it, but I haven't been using it this fight. I'm This is... I sure hope the Scholar has MP. Because I sure don't. I'm busy doing the most important thing a white mage can do. Holy. I wish I was kidding, but it really is the most important thing you can do as a healer. As a white mage, it's your single most important ability. And seriously, I don't think the Scholar stopped to heal. Maybe they did a few lustrates and that's it. But the Scholar and me just did not heal that whole time. That's even with undergeared, well, not undergeared, with adequately geared tanks. I can't give. Oh, the Scholar left already. Holy moly, he must have wanted out of here quick. There we go. Smooth run. It was a pretty long run, but it was a smooth run at the very least. So yeah, guys, that was Castrum Meridianum. I'm glad that I had some, I'm officially part of a screenshot, aren't I? I'm part of a screenshot. Guys. Part of a screenshot. Here. You know what? This'll be my, this'll be the the thumbnail for the video. There we go. Did you see the one guy in the back watching the cutscene? Okay. So I didn't organize this. No. Oh, never mind. In chat, he said group picture now. All right. Well, group picture, guys. That's so funny. I can't believe this video ended in a friggin' group picture. Well, that was fun. That was a fun dungeon, guys. That was Castrum. As you can see, it's so much of a joke that we got to just mess around the whole time. Just a for fun video. I'm still waiting. He's recording this as well. So I'm recording this. The other guy is recording this. We're all recording, guys. We're not just taking a picture. We are recording. It has to be healer happy, doesn't it? I knew it's been happening, but I didn't know my first Castrum was gonna end this way. Oh man. Alright. Well, thanks for the run. Have fun watching this on YouTube. Oh my god. Alright. Everybody, thank you for the dungeon. I'll see you guys in the next video. Actually, you know what? In this video, I should probably top off the Praetorium. Oh god, he's telling everybody to give me commendations. Don't do that. How many commendations am I going to get, guys? Only 3. I only got 3 commendations. Good. I don't like getting all 7 Oh, it's Mr. Happy. Give him all 7 No, I don't like that, guys. I don't like it. All right. So after you finish that hilarious dungeon, you're going to have to go and unlock the Praetorium, which is the actual final dungeon of the 2.0 main storyline. I mean, like I said, there's a bunch of dungeons after that, but you saw I got 120 tomestones from that, obviously because it wasn't part of a roulette, so I didn't get even more than that. But look at this. Let's go to my character sheet. I also did a low-level roulette at some point on this character. I don't remember when. But on my currency tab, I already have 242. If I get to 450, that's enough for me to get... Well, no, I need, like, I think 700 in order to get an I-90 weapon. And by the time I finish this dungeon, I'll have 360. Then I can do a low-level roulette. That'll put me at 460. Then another one of those will put me at, you know, almost... Then it'll be another 120. What number was that I was saying? I need to drink my coffee before it spills because I can't even count anymore. All right, here we go. Now we can unlock the Praetorium. Bam. The Praetorium, now accessible. That'll be in the next video, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Glad to be back with the series, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, take care.